Hey everybody, it is Sarah Saxby, your transformation coach at Strategies for Happiness and author of Comfortable Hell and your guide to a new way forward in 2024, which is crazy. Anyway, so today I want to talk about, and this is what's coming to me today, feeling like maybe you guys need to hear this, but I wanted to talk about how a lot of times when you're in an abusive relationship, you may not know it, but one thing that I hear a lot from people is like, dude, like, I know I'm seeing this, but like, he knows what to say to make me question what I'm thinking. And then, you shove it under the rug, whatever that thing is, whatever you're like, dude, I swear I saw him do that, or I swear he said that, or I swear this is happening. And your partner says a couple things and you're like, it's, I don't know, it's the gaslighting or whatever. But this is where I'm at today, and I thought I would share a few things. And I think in my last relationship, the way that he did this to me was by taking a few beautiful concepts and like making them abusive. So first of all, I wanted to share that like somewhere like towards the end of our relationship, I had this Kabbalistic astrology reading done, which is, I mean, when you do that, it's no joke. Okay. Like when you have a reading with a Kabbalistic astrologer, it's like real shit. And mind you, this is a person that I've never met, and she doesn't know all kinds of stuff about me. She's literally looking at my chart and she can see certain things. But side note, I do want to say that it's really important that even if you do have a reading done, just because the cosmos is like laying out a stage doesn't mean that you have to be an actor in it. Like you have free will, you can make changes accordingly. But one of the things that she said to me in this reading was that, because I read it actually in notes the other day, she said, he knows exactly what to say to make you question your sanity. And I was like, oh. So I read it yesterday and I was like, yeah. I'm like, I can't believe she saw that like in my chart, which is just amazing, right? So, but it's true. And so what I was saying just before this was how you take a beautiful concept and you can make it abusive. So one thing that was like a belief of ours and like a truth of mine was that when you're in a relationship, it's important to keep the energy of that relationship sacred, right? So, it's like, sometimes why women wear hats or wigs or why men wear kippas or whatever. It's like you're keeping the energy within the marriage or the relationship, right? So your like energy goes out your head and you're keeping it, whatever. So I think it's important, to keep that together and, to share things, whatever. But the way that my partner took it, I think the way that he like abused me with it was he started saying like, yeah, you can't go and talk about our relationship to someone else because that's taking the energy and throwing it out to someone else, and they're gonna give you their advice, and it, and that's gonna that could be wrong, and so I'm sitting here questioning like, yeah, like I shouldn't be talking about our relationship outside of our relationship. And literally, that's not what this beautiful concept means. It's not that you can't go to your cousin or your sister, your best friend or whatever, and have a conversation about the things that are upsetting you. Get a frame of reference from someone else outside of your own because it's skewed because you're in the middle of it, right? And that's not what that means, but that's what he like conditioned me to believe. It was like, you can't talk to anyone outside because that's taking the energy out of us. And that's where I made a huge mistake. A huge mistake was I stopped talking to people, and I had no other frame of reference but my own, which was based on a lifelong, life of abuse, right? I had no good frame. I was raised in an environment where you didn't say anything and you just took it and whatnot. And like another thing that he would say is, since like he made me feel guilty, he would say, you're the only woman I get to see naked. So that's why I need to be in the bathroom with you whenever you're in here. Like, I literally did not take a shower without him in the bathroom for 5 fucking years. He always had to be in there. And then when I would just be like covering up or hiding or whatever, and he's like, are you literally like hiding from me? He would be, taking a shower, like trying to look at me, changing. Fucking sick shit. And he would tell me, you're the only one I get to see. You're the only one I get to have sex with. So I should get to see you all the time naked. That's what I want. This is what I want. I want to see you. And so I swear to God, you guys, I never was in the bathroom alone. Never, for all those years. Because if I finally put my foot down, like, he would be out there having a fucking tantrum about how stupid this is, and I need to come in just to catch a fucking glimpse of me naked. Because you know what? I'm the only girl he gets to see. Oh, so sorry. So fucking sad. It's just sick shit like that. It's like beautiful things, beautiful like truths that are, that are meant to facilitate the health of a relationship are taken and totally jacked to control you. And it made me question what I was doing. Like, yeah, I am the only one he gets to see. He should be able to see me. Although I'm seething inside. I'm standing there with a towel on, not, as a adult woman, why can I not be in the bathroom by myself? It's fucked up, you guys. And trust me, like, if you're going through anything like that, just talk to people. Anyway, the second way is, and I've mentioned this before, but like, we were really big, and I still am, on Dave Ramsey's method of saving money, getting out of debt, all of that stuff. It's absolutely brilliant, and it does work, and it still works for me to this day. But he used it, he meaning my ex jackass. Anyway, he used it in a way that made me think I didn't have any money. So I've been very candid about the fact that, we paid off our debt, we were saving money, and we had all these different funds for things that we wanted to do, right? And, I would want to take my kid on a soccer tournament, and he would say, there's no fund for that. You don't have it. And I said, well, we need to make a fund for it because this is something that I would like to do. Sarah, where are you going to get the money from? Everything we make is allocated to funds. There's no extra. You have no money to go on a soccer tournament. Even if you wanted to, it's not there. Okay. So then I would say like, oh, I want to take this class. You don't have it. Well, we need to make a fund for it. There is no extra money. Now, he would say, if I'm going to take the class too, then we can use like one of our funds because it's jointly, right? And I'd be like, well, you have no interest in this. Why would you want to take the class? Oh, that's not true. That's not true. I like it too. So you're saying I can't take a $500 class because I don't have the money, but we can spend $1,000 on the class if you take it too. Then there's money all of a sudden. This is how fucked up this is. Then, like, I would make extra money consulting, and I would say, okay, I'm going to take this money and I'm going to go pay for this class. And he'd be like, Sarah, that money's already allocated. I already factored it into our funds. It's not there. Well, but I made extra and I wanted to use it it's not yours to use, it's ours. And I've already allocated it to our funds monthly. There is no extra. So then he would make extra and go on a tournament, flight, hotels, rental car. And I would say, well, where'd you get that money from? Well, for starters, he would say, I invited you to the tournament, but you said no. So it was a joint trip. I used the vacation fund. He would say, if you invited me on this tournament with your kids, then it's a joint trip and we would use the vacation fund, but you didn't invite me, Sarah. You want to go by yourself. So there's no money for you to do that. And then I'd be like, okay, you can't use a vacation fund. If you're going to go by yourself, you can't use it. Well, I made extra money doing this consulting. And I was like, why can you use your consulting money to go do something you want to do, but I can't use mine? And it would be like this blank, like, I don't fucking, all right. Whenever you use their logic back on them, it's like all of a sudden they're just like frozen. Like frozen. I can't even explain it. I can't, and maybe if you've been through it, you understand. You're like turning the logic back on them and they can't, it's like this, they're trying to like fucking understand it in their head, but it's going the other way and they can't. It's fucked up. And you're sitting here going, and somehow you're trying to make what they're saying valid. And all of a sudden 4 years goes by and you're still living under this same shit. And like, I haven't bought myself a pair of fucking shoes in 4 years because I don't have the money for it. But if I'm going to wear those shoes when I'm with him, I can go buy the fucking shoes. Oh my God. How do we let this happen? It's so stupid. It's so dumb. But this is what, again, really, really, really intelligent, smart concepts to get yourself out of debt, to save money, to keep love and energy inside your marriage and all this. And they take them and they use them against you and make you think you're fucking nuts. So I don't know. I wanted to share that with you all because just go to someone and tell them what you're going through. That's all I can say. That is like the greatest thing. I don't know. Share with me your experiences. Send me an email at sarah@strategiesforhappiness.com. Getting my Instagram together with for Comfortable Hell and sharing all my insights there. Share on YouTube, Comfortable Hell. I would love to hear from you. And, we need to let other people know that we're not alone here. We've been through stuff. We're not stupid. We're very intelligent people who have been mind effed. You know what I mean? So, looking forward to hearing from y'all. Have a good one. Bye.